Um, Greetings to every one of you multillion people in my concurrent audience. Today we are conforming to the masses and playing Minecraft 1.8 to be specific. I'm linking this stream to my friends right now to ensure that I will have some viewers with me. This is taking a little while. Alright, now we're gonna have to come up with a creative name for our little adventure here. So we shall surely spend a lot of time in this little quest here. Oh, I don't have any water. Great, I'm gonna die of dehydration. You know what I'm typing? Let's not do 6,000. In fact, let's do 750. 750. There's a little decimal mistake there. Nah, we don't know any of that shit. Do we wanna go hardcore? Nah, I don't wanna have to put in any actual work. If I went hardcore, I'd have to actually be skilled at the game. Now, I don't wanna be skilled at the game, I just wanna have an excuse to sit here and do nothing. Okay, press E. I don't think that opened my inventory. I am being fooled as we speak. Now, as my description implies, I do believe that absolute non-conformism is most definitely the smartest thing a human being can partake in. It's way better than conforming under any circumstances. So we have apparently spawned into the void. We are repenting for our sins. I have sworn quite a few times on my channel, so it's probably got something to do with that. I'm gonna start complaining about you if you don't stop complaining in my fucking chat. I'm glad you could make it here, Bob. You are one of the multillion concurrent viewers of this here stream, and you are witnessing history. I titled the stream something about complaining because deadass, it like my whole computer just broke down in every single way imaginable. So at that point I just decided that I'm probably just gonna be mad the whole stream. And you know, I'm always mad in my videos regardless. I just complain about shitty games, and that's the whole gimmick, if you will. Now we have gained some basic level resources over here. We will now use these resources for any other means than actually surviving. We shall bash our head with these logs, like any survivor would. Oh, I'm actually like starving over here. Too bad there's nothing I can do about this problem, for this game has no mechanics. Sir, I would like some I would like some of the resources I'm in the process of gaining. Sir, please provide me with the resources I worked hard for. Yeah, there's a reason I didn't go hardcore for this. But that's a whole different story. The whole game is like actually rubber banding and not working. Like I'm actually gonna start complaining soon. I'm just too fast for the game, transcending any and all laws of physics. Nah, it's just not functioning in any way, shape, or form. Oh, it's functioning in some shape and form. Let's take advantage of this here loophole in the system and gain resources that we can use to bash our head. I didn't make an axe, so we're gonna have to sit here and watch me break this crafting table for the next 10 or so centuries of my life. It's not a sin to kill chicken. At least when I do it. So we're currently on a streak of a completely sin-free stream, but that could change. Newton love doo-doo when poop come out feel good. I question your statement, for I'm a non-conformist. If you read my description, you would know that I'm a complete non-conformist and don't believe in anything. So if you say that it's true, then that must be untrue. Hold on, I'm gonna tab out of the game for a sec. I cannot see the preview of the stream. Now I can see the preview of the stream. Oh no, my stream's bitrate is low. Let me make sure that the connection is not like completely malfunctioning on me. I believe that you don't believe in anything. You know, it's not about what you believe in, it's about the statements you are making. I do believe that you represent an absolute minority, in which case it's not bad if I agree some statements you make. But you know, in the name of non-conformism, I think I'm just gonna like ban you or something so you can't disagree with me anymore. I disagree with you disagreeing with me. Well, in that case I agree with you. Every single statement you've ever made I wholeheartedly just am in complete support of. Ooh, pigs. The purest form of food. Provide me with nutrition, dumbass. Ooh, a green man. I didn't kill him because he was hostile, I killed him because he was of a different color. That was a complete ad hominem attack. I want you to be very, very aware of that fact. Okay, and now we're in a pit. I actually haven't gathered any more stone because I'm an ADHD fuck. We're making the axe and then we're just gonna go on a tree slaughter spree. Also, no, okay, that's completely unacceptable. We're big boys over here and we're playing on big boy difficulty. None of this normal crap. You know, normal implies conformism. And that's what we're completely against on. Okay. Yeah, sure. Well, time to start our journey over. That creeper was probably a conformist. Because only a conformist would act in such a way. I only killed that chicken because it was of a different species. It was a complete ad hominem attack. Alright, we are finished with the tree chop down quest. Also, nothing is loading. So we do have a lava pool. We're not gonna... Do you support Mario? It very much so depends on if he is a conformist or not. You see, complete non-conformism comes with disagreeing with every last statement a conformist would make. You know, life is about questioning literally everything, other than the things you are actually biased for. Okay, I'm actually completely out of any and all resources. I am going to die a horrible death. Which, I mean, for the very least it'll be funny. But that's pretty much it. All the things I'm gonna get from that ordeal. We're gonna get our sprint back just for a brief second. Okay, so where did the other pig go? It doesn't make sense for them to run away. What bad have I done? I am a non-conformist and I am questioning you now. That is exactly what you should be doing as a non-conformist. However, if you question me out of all people, it's suddenly wrong. And I will not go into detail about why. Just know that if you're not me, you're wrong. Where did this non-conformism bit even start from? I put it in the description in some vague terms, but that's pretty much the only clue to the origin of it. I mean, I know I started it because I'm smart and handsome and whatnot, but besides that, I don't know where it started. Okay, the delay is insane from what I'm seeing from my screen. But for me to do anything about it implies that I'm wrong about something. And that's a risk I'm not willing to take. Oh yeah, you can block in this game without a shield. Gotta muscle memorize that. You know, it's Minecraft with good combat. I mean, the newer version is pretty much superior in every other way, but the combat is way better in 1.8, and 1.8 is... It's pretty much the latest version with the old combat. There's no other reason for me to be playing 1.8 out of all the versions. 1.7 has the old enchanting system where... I don't know, one speck of pixie dust on your pickaxe that literally affects the pickaxe in no way costs like 7 billion levels, and then you automatically die and your whole world gets deleted. There was a rise of don't believe everything, and it made sense, but then like usually it goes with everything more and started questioning literally everything. Questioning literally everything to an extent can still be good to an extent. It's just that if it goes overboard, if you have no ground to actually answer any of the questions you are raising, then what's the point of even questioning at that point? So I think you should question most of the ideas you are fed, yes, but question them one at a time. Or maybe not literally one at a time, but you get what I mean. You're not 12 anymore, hopefully. Ooh, I think this is the same pit I found. No, I I'm completely disoriented. All we need to know is that I have iron. They would question if their mother even is their mother. I mean, even that could potentially have some ground to it if you never actually witnessed your own birth, which you probably have no memories of. They say that being born is one of the most traumatic things happening that can ever happen to a human being, but it's just that the human brain doesn't have the capability to form memories, which is why nobody has any traumas about it. Hello, aimbot having ass, skinny boy, white boy looking ass. But I mean, if you have a birth certificate, at that point it's probably just some anarchistic view that prevents you from believing that the birth certificate is actively lying to you. I mean, sure, it's good that you have the capability to question things, but it usually the questioning is very selective where... Okay, leave. This is like an actual minefield. That's actually the correct term. I thought I said minefield, which is why I got completely disoriented there for a second. Discombobulated, if you will. Now, I haven't found a single sheep, at least any that I would be aware of so far. So, my best bet is probably just to farm spiders by now. If I don't find them anytime soon. For I am not in the condition to battle a billion monsters at once. At least at my current state. But I mean, if I keep running, I'll probably survive the night. Considering the resources I am blessed with. I thought these flowers had no actual flower part to them, because sometimes they do generate in that way. That's a bunny. It looked like a sheep from afar. I mean, the further I run, the less time the mobs will have to spawn. Probably. Please don't question that myth, for it is a thing I have said and it should not be questioned under any circumstances. But I mean, it's just a human bias. Where if you actually do have the smarts required to question literally everything, then sure, go for it. Your life's gonna be hella boring, but I mean, who am I to stop you? But it's the human element that comes into play, where you're still gonna be very selective about the things you question. So then it comes down to the thing where this person from a political ideology I do not support said something, I will question it. Dumbass. Fuck you. Yeah, I said it. Don't look behind you, I am taking a poo and I am very shy. Well, you're the boss. I will not even risk seeing you taking a poo behind me. But can you even... You can see a little bit of what's going on behind me, but you can see the whole backdrop from my webcam at the moment. You can even see my chin. It looks like I'm insecure about it. Please do not make fun of me. I am not insecure about anything. In fact, I am very self-confident in every single way and form. As you can probably tell from my conformism speech. Ooh, we have located a sheep. Is there... There's 3. Okay, now this is a little risky-ish. And we have our required. The old skeletons are better, the new ones are too strong. It's not necessarily about the skeleton itself, it's just that you actually have the ability to combo them in milliseconds, where in the new one you have to go... Okay, and now I'm gonna go to sleep so I can... Gotta make sure to wake up in time for that next hit window. It takes like 10 years to recharge. So many years of lost time waiting for 1.9 combat to register. Oh, I almost looked behind me. It sure is a temptation, but I will do my best to avoid it. Okay. Do I want to risk this? I will. Okay, we do. Yeah, come at me, dumbass. You're not gonna reach. Okay, now we're gonna wait. Can I get the cursor to the other monitor? For I do want to see the preview. It just keeps going out of frame. Is the stream still working? Okay, it's probably laggy as all hell, but as long as you can still see something, it's enough for me. You know, streaming at Wi-Fi may not be the smartest idea you could have in the entire universe, but I am not the smartest being in the entire universe, despite the things I may say about myself. But you know, the thing is, if the smartest being in the universe calls themselves the smartest being in the universe, and we're gonna exclude any and all ideas of an omnipotent god in this thought experiment, can you still trust this smartest being in the universe? Because it could just be an arrogant piece of shit lying about themselves. I don't know, that may even make sense, probably. It's pretty much just a whole game of trust at that point. They usually say that the people who brag about being smart are not actually smart. I don't think that's entirely true. Okay, apparently it's not laggy. But it was the conformist saying it, so I don't know if I can trust that. Now, I actually have the list of total times somebody has viewed this stream, and it's currently sitting at 5. So I'm guessing they were all you. Or most you. One of them was me, because I clicked the video on my phone to send the link out. I was talking about the whole smartest thing being in the universe. I forgot everything I just said. So I certainly have no answer to that question anymore anyways. Now, the whole idea of even smartest being in the universe requires the concept of requires for us to define what even being wisdom means, and everyone has their own definition of it. My definition is something that I haven't seen that much, but it's something that I won't let go of. Unless somebody absolutely disproves it somehow, which is kind of hard, because how do you disprove a preference? What time is it? Okay, it's 10 to 9. So this stream is not gonna be too long anymore. I guess we're barbecuing. No, we do not actually possess the resources to barbecue. Ooh, lava. Please provide me with the stone I just mined. Ooh. I was about to go through the trouble of the whole process of smelting 3 iron to get that lava to use that as fuel, but we have coal and we will use that. You know, climate change. As long as I don't believe in it, it's not real. Acquire hardware. Or to add anything in your statement. I mean, it's not the best thought experiment in the world to begin with. Even I have come up with better thought experiments than that. I guess it did have some coherent idea behind it when I started saying it, but then it just lost all point and just became something fake deep. Which, I mean, fake deep isn't bad inherently either. How many iron? We're putting another lump of coal there, because it's not like the climate can't take it. Oh, there seems to be a decimal mistake with the concurrent viewer count. It should say 1 multillion, but it apparently just says 1. You know, it's a little mistake. It's not a big deal, as long as I know what it actually means, but, you know, I think YouTube should fix that. But the idea that I have so many lurkers here, out of the multillion viewers, only 1 is speaking in chat. Man, all these freaking lurkers, they don't provide me with any engagement, and my streams won't get recommended because of that. I do think that most people who think they are smart aren't, or even all of them. Take this with a grain of salt. Smart, but it's mostly because of that. I definitely agree that most, or at least a huge portion of the people who claim to be smart are actually not smart. Or for the very least not as smart as they think they are. Sure, maybe in relation to the people around them, but that could also be just because due to their lack of contact with other people. And what just happened? The game just somehow tapped out completely with no warning whatsoever. Is that one man coming? You know the man I'm talking about. He hasn't even seen the message. Oh yeah, I actually was saying something, I believe. So I do believe that saying that you're smart doesn't automatically mean that you're not smart. It's just that if you make it about being smarter than the people around you, you're an asshole regardless if you're smart or not. But then on the other hand, the whole idea of that guy is pretty smart is pretty relative. If literally everyone was smart, then nobody would be smart either, or at the same time. It's the whole idea of without ugly people there are no beautiful people thing, where it's pretty much the contrast that makes somebody a person who would be considered smart by their peers. But I'm not gonna go with the whole everyone is smart in their own way thought, because that's not true either, let's be real. Now, to say that somebody would be dumb in literally every regard, that's also an overstatement. It's pretty hard to find absolutes with complex topics. This isn't half bad loot. All the bones I can need. Man, I got a bone to pick with this desert temple, man. Okay, let's actually not use my wood to get out of this bone pit. The bone pit. I am a combined mind of all of those lurkers. They fused into you. How does it feel to have the stupidity of a multillion human beings inside of you right now? The collective stupidity, the absolute mob mentality combined into one person. You know, you have the ability to cancel any business you want with just one statement. Oh, you wanna play, dumbass? What I thought. Okay, I'm actually being surrounded. Ouch, that... I find that experience very painful. Oh, skeletons actually seem to have less health than zombies. At least in this version. That's an interesting addition. You know, it is weird. I have a multillion viewers, which is surely a record in the amount of concurrent viewers somebody has ever had, but nobody's talking about it. Maybe it's because I'm Finnish or something. It's probably something racist. Dude, the amount of knockback your sword deals in this version is insane. It's like a 2000s baby learning arithmetic. I had no idea where that sentence was going to begin with. I will bash your head if you just wait patiently. I'm actually going into water to minimize any damage done to the surrounding landscape. Now, it does not actually ease any of the damage you take, but that's a whole different story. You as in the player, not the creeper. I don't respect the creeper as an entity of its own. Okay, we're barbecuing the one bit of chicken we have. Let's just use the coal because we have way more of it. I don't care, yeah, sure. 30 seconds, you have no idea what is excessive. Let me define the word excessive to you real quick. I thought that was one of the skeletons that ride spiders. I read the sentence, people want easy answers, which I didn't quite. I'm currently in the process of running, so I didn't read the rest of it, but even that alone, it's pretty much, it's, everyone pretty much has the instinct, me included, to just give up when the question is too difficult or requires too complex thinking. It's something like, you know, okay, so if zoophilia is immoral, then what about meat production? And it's something like, people don't want to think about that because that would require them to come to terms with the fact that in some aspects meat production is wrong. And I'm not even a vegan, I'm just a hypocrite. Ooh, there's a village. They're completely useless in this version. But there is about a, I don't know, 1 per mil chance that I'll actually be provided with some proper loot. Okay, we're having a barbecue party here. Okay, any low lives wanna steal my barbecue? They're getting sliced with my blade. This stone tool. People want easy answers, but most of the questions don't have 3-word or 1-sentence answers. They have essay-long answers. Okay, it was just pretty much adding on to the first sentence. For me, being good at math or boxing is just that, being good. Yeah, but intelligence usually gives one an advantage in a lot of the things they would aspire to be good in. No, you are not getting my meat, you stupid fuck. Not in a sexual sense or literal. And being smart is different. I do wholeheartedly agree with that statement, even if our definitions of the word wisdom is different. Really, you spotted me from the other side of the island. I mean, if you wanna go, you wanna go, but, you know, you should learn to contain yourself. You know, these actions you are partaking in are very dangerous and reckless. Okay, we're running. Oh, gee. It was like a 1 in a billion chance, yet it somehow just spawned right there. Whatever, at least I didn't die. Somehow. I am being assaulted by every living organism on the planet at the current moment. What it feels like to be a man in 2021. Okay, we have a cow festival here. I mean, not complaining. If you wanna have a little get together, that's I have no problems with that. If you're a cow and wanna have a get together with your cow friends. You know, please don't cancel me. I mean, honestly, Twitter can go like and die in a hole for all I care. I mean, it's probably not gonna do it because it's a multi-billion-dollar business, but I do not like the community over at Twitter. Okay, so we do have shelter. Please. Actually, can you set your respawn point without sleeping in this version? What do you sell? Not the worst deal in the world, it's just that it's the worst deal in the world. Not the worst deal in the... Hold on, I said that already. A lot of clerics, okay. And in this particular version, the clerics would actually sell a whole Eyes of Ender. So I could just speedrun the game right now by just leveling them up. And this loot is pretty darn good. Some villages have 2 blacksmiths, but I'm not sure if that's the case in this very version. Or if I'm completely wrong also, that color contrast is very ugly. Floyd Mayweather might be called dumb by some people, including me, but if you think his boxing ability is an ability to make money, so okay. You mother flippin' piece of human waste. Absolutely worthless creature. Nobody ever has desired any sexual relations with you, and you will die alone. But if you think of his boxing ability as an ability to make money, some people would call him smart. Man can't even read. Well, intelligence in and of itself has very many different sectors, which may affect the other, which may carry over to the other categories in some ways. Psychologists do not agree. When it comes to intelligence theories, there is no one definitive theory. The only thing we can know for relatively certain is that there's no one-size-fits-all intelligence, although some psychologists do believe even that. And about the Twitter thing, it really depends on where you scroll. Now, if you follow like more than 2 people, you are gonna be subjected to the negativity over there. There's no dodging that at that point, because there'll be people who will share news articles and, you know, reply to some dumb takes, and then you're gonna be subjected to those dumb takes, and that's gonna ultimately just make you angry. And being subjected to such dumb takes on a daily basis is not healthy, because it pretty much triggers the same parts of the brain as would be triggered if somebody was threatening to kill you. So being subjected to that on a daily basis is the furthest thing away from healthy. Also, a perfect square. This is a cool hole. Where even am I? I'm a kilometer away, more than a kilometer away from spawn, in fact, probably like 1.4 or 3 something. I know my Pythagorean theorem. But yeah, from my experience following around like maybe 60 accounts over there, I would be subjected to some dumb shit pretty much on a daily basis. And there were times when I would actually try to argue with those people, but you know, ultimately arguing with somebody who is so fixated on their views is not the best course of action for you to do. Now, if your goal is to actually change someone's mind, you pretty much can only do it by if you're extremely friendly to them, and in some cases it's just not worth the effort to begin with. Just let people live their life. That's at least the mantra that I live by. Now, what do I want to build as my first bit of shelter? Do I have any food? Why did the food just randomly get consumed? I mean, that's an interesting bug. Sorry, Cowfest, I know I said the... What is that achievement? I've never seen that. Harvest some leather. Was that seriously the first time one of these dropped leather? Is it seriously that rare? I must have killed like, I don't know, 10 cows by that point. Hold on, but what was the follow-up? When pigs fly, okay. You know, the achievement of riding a pig off a mountain implies that leather can be used to make a saddle, which it never has been. So that's kind of a stupid little decision on their part. I'm seriously doing nothing in this game, I'm just walking. And you know, the exploration aspect of this game, especially at this point, wasn't the most well-developed thing in the world. I'm gonna go to a cave to create some suspense. And okay, I didn't die. And suspense we are getting. I am deadass not able to move. Now we're gonna sit here for the next 10 years to heal. We're gonna build ourselves a proper little cottage here. I have 9 TNT. I've completely forgot about that. I need to... Why does it keep scrolling like that? I completely fail to understand why the preview window goes out of frame so often. I seriously need to witness it in action. I have 0 concurrent viewers. Yeah, my only fan left. I'm probably not gonna stream for a long time. I may keep this stream up for just a little while, but it's probably not worth because this isn't the highest quality of content you're gonna see on my channel. Yeah, and this stream wasn't particularly funny either, so there's no reason in making highlights. I'll delete it. Screw it. Well, I would like to say goodbye to all of my multillion fans and viewers and whatnot. Do I have some scene for just camera? Oh, I do. Male genitalia. Thank you.